Hello people, how are you? Welcome to our channel. I am glad you are here. Today we will talk about where were you? Grammar, past simple, be, verb be. Last night there was a robbery in a bank. Jason Brown is a suspect. Look at the photo. Which person is Jason? Which person is a detective? I think this is Jason and this is a detective. Listen to the interview. Complete the gaps.
10.11.
Where were you at 7 o'clock last night?
I was at home.
You weren't at home. Your wife says you were out. She was at home alone.
Oh, yes. I remember now. I was in a pub.
Were you alone?
No, I wasn't. I was with a friend, Kevin Smith. You can ask him.
Were you alone? No, I wasn't. I was with a friend. Complete the chart. Past simple, be, present and past. I at home. I was at home in the past. You aren't at home. You weren't at home. Are you alone? Were you alone? No, I'm not. I wasn't. Grammar Bank. Write sentences or questions with was and were. We weren't at home last night. A negative sentence. Were you at school yesterday? A negative is James wasn't very well yesterday. Positive. We were on the plane. They interrogative. Were they in class yesterday? A negative. You weren't very hungry this morning. A positive. I was in a meeting. Interrogative. Was your sister in London? A positive. It was a terrible film. A negative. I wasn't at home. A positive. Sarah and Emma were tired this morning. Complete the conversations with was, were, wasn't, were, and weren't. Where were you last night? I was at work. No, you weren't. You were with Miriam. No, I wasn't. Was Freddie Mercury an actor? No, he wasn't. He was a singer. Were you in
Milan
yesterday? No, we weren't. We were in Rome. Was the film good? No, it wasn't. It was very slow. Listening. Listen to the detective interviewing Jason's friend, Kevin. Complete the information.
10.14.
Interview with Kevin Smith at 8 p.m. on Tuesday the 14th of November. Are you Kevin Smith?
Yes, I am.
What do you do, Kevin?
I'm a taxi driver.
And where do you live?
At 14 Market Street.
Do you know the suspect, Jason Brown?
Yes, I know him. He's my friend. We were at school together.
Where were you yesterday afternoon at 5 o'clock?
Yesterday at 5 o'clock. I was in my taxi. I was in my taxi all afternoon.
And at 7 o'clock? Where were you then?
I was in a pub. The Black Horse.
Where is it exactly?
In South Street, near the station.
Were you alone?
No, I was with Jason.
Were you only with Jason?
My wife was there. And Jason's wife.
Jason's wife? She was with you? You sure?
Yes. No, I can't remember.
You can't remember who you were with yesterday. Very interesting. Now, can I take you back to...
Listen again. Why does the detective think that Kevin's story isn't true? Because he says Jason's wife was at the pub, but she was at school or at home? At school. Vocabulary: in, on, and at. Look at Kevin and Jason's answers. What are the missing words? Where were you yesterday afternoon at 5 o'clock? I was in my taxi. Where were you at 7 o'clock last night? I was at home. Complete the chart with in, on, at, or at. I was at home, at work, at school, at university, in bed, on a bus, on the bus. The next day, Jason and Kevin were in prison. But where was Jason's wife? Listen and complete the sentences. Number 1. At 6 o'clock, she was in bed.
10.16. 1. 6 o'clock in the morning. 2. 8 o'clock in the morning.
This is the Gatwick Express, stopping at Gatwick Airport only.
3. 11 o'clock in the morning.
The captain has put the fasten seatbelt sign on, so if you could all return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts, please.
4. 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Welcome to Holiday Inn Benidorm.
Oh, thank you. Can I have a room for 5 nights, please? And it must be en suite.
5. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 6. 7 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, what would you like to drink, senora?
Oh, please.
7. 11 o'clock at night.
Pronunciation and speaking. Was and were. Sentence written. Listen and repeat the conversation. Copy the rhythm.
10.17.
Where were you at 7 o'clock yesterday morning?
Where were you at 7 o'clock yesterday morning?
I was at home.
I was at home.
Were you in bed?
Were you in bed?
Yes, I was.
Yes, I was.
Where were you at 10 o'clock?
Where were you at 10 o'clock?
I was in a cafe with friends.
I was in a cafe with friends.
Were you there all morning?
Were you there all morning?
No, we weren't. We were there for an hour.
Video listening, buildings with a past. Watch the video buildings with a past. Where are the buildings? What are they today? What were they in 1808?
Hi, I'm Greg. Welcome to Oxford. I'm visiting the Old Bank Hotel. It's an unusual hotel in the centre of the city. The Old Bank is in the High Street in the centre of Oxford. Today, it's a luxury hotel. But these buildings, from number 92 to number 94, have a very interesting history. In the 16th century, they were part of Christ Church College. In the 18th century, they were different shops. And we know that in 1808, the buildings were one business. There was a bank here for almost 200 years, but today it's a famous Oxford hotel. Would you like to go in and look? Let's go. The Old Bank Hotel has a beautiful reception and a fantastic restaurant. There are 42 bedrooms and they're all very comfortable. They have great views of Oxford's famous colleges. This room has a large bed, 2 chairs, a table, a television and a cupboard. It has a beautiful marble bathroom too. But there are other rooms that visitors to the hotel don't usually see. These secret rooms are here in the cellar under the hotel. These are the old bank vaults. When the hotel was a bank, all the money was here. The rooms were small and the doors weren't easy to open. They were very, very strong. And on each one there was a large lock. Today, these old vaults are storerooms. The hotel keeps its wine collection in here, so it's very, very safe. 92 to 94 High Street is a part of Oxford's history. And today, if you want to visit Oxford, the Old Bank is a fantastic place to see.
Watch again. Mark the sentences true or false. The buildings are in the High Street from number 92 to 94. That's true. In the 15th century, they were part of Christ Church College. That's false. In the 18th century, they were offices. It's false. The buildings were a bank for about 2,000 years. That's true. The hotel has 24 bedrooms. That's false. The secret rooms are in the cellar. That's true. The secret rooms were for keeping prisoners. False. The doors were very difficult to open. That's true. Today the rooms are for keeping wine. That's true. Okay, thank you very much for today. God bless you. See you next class.